Who would think that here we find one of the world's largest social gaming companies? A company with impressive stats like user base with more than 30 million people, game studios and offices in Turkey, Spain, Germany, Jordan and Saudi Arabia. And all this in only 2 years' time. We are visiting peakgames and speak to the founder and owner Sidar Şahin.
First, games is my passion. I started my first gaming company 12 years ago. And a browser-based gaming company, there was no market, no ads, anything. I started it because I liked it 12 years ago. I play games, maybe since my childhood. So games is my passion. This is the first thing. Still, like when I go home, if I have free time, like if I want to chill out, relax, I play games. So this is my passion. We started Peak around 2 years ago with great people, and Peak is still a very young company. I always say it's still very amateur, but really ambitious people trying to change the world.
peakgames started from scratch with Sidar and some friends, but is now taking online gaming in the Middle East to unprecedented heights. Until recently, the company only targeted the Turkish market. Now it's already among the top 6 games company globally. But why is gaming so popular in emerging countries?
Why gaming is so popular in emerging market? In emerging market, I always give this example. Search tennis courts in San Francisco, very small city, hundreds of. Search tennis courts, even in Istanbul, one of the capital of Turkey, maybe 10 or 15, I don't know. Search tennis courts in Egypt, 0. Search tennis courts in KSA, 0. So, in these countries, there is nothing to do because these countries are just emerging. Sports, there is no sports and everything. So gaming became an entertainment way, gaming became a socializing way. So that is one of the other reasons why gaming is so hugely popular in emerging markets.
So there are 3 nations you can choose from. We have the Westlanders, Northlanders and Eastlanders. Everyone has its own strategy. North is very aggressive, West is balanced and East is very defensive. So according to your strategy, you make your alliance, you build your alliance and then you fight against other alliances and in the end you try to save the world.
With games like these, peakgames tries to target the market. They do this through social media like Facebook. Today, more than a third of Turkey's 30 million Facebook users play games with peakgames. The question is, why are they so successful?
I think it's a learning curve. Like 10 years ago, I started many gaming projects. Failure after failure after failure. I can continue this like maybe half an hour. So it's a learning curve. Sometimes people learn in 1 year. People like me, a little bit less IQ, they learn in 10 years. So in the past 12 years, after developing so many games, seeing some failures, some success, and then you see the patterns. And I think it is, experience you build, and with people around you, you build a know-how.
So what is special about this company for you?
This is just peakgames. It's enough to be a special. It's about the peakgames is the only company that have more than 150 people in payroll in whole area, which is I'm talking about 4 million population with Turkey and Middle East and Africa. That's the only one company that whole region have as big as this. So gaming is very popular in that region. Gaming is our passion, personally mine and to all my teammates. But except that, that's the only company that you can find around the MENA region and Turkey. More than 150 people working for just for fun and just for gaming. I think that's the most important part of that game.
So, peakgames is very popular in Turkey, but it's also now executing its strategy of developing social games for emerging markets around the world, with offices in Turkey, Spain, Germany, Jordan and Saudi Arabia. It is on the top of future regional expansion.
To be honest, when we started with the company, we said, Turkey will be, like in the first 2-3 years, our only main market. So once we come to a point, we can expand to the other markets. We expanded Middle East in the first 6 months. Right now, this company generates 85% of their revenues outside of the Turkey. Did we do it like with knowingly? No. So we produce games, which users like. We listen to their feedback, we iterate games, and now we see like we have a game which is top 20 game in the world, but also in its genre.
Because this is a fast-growing company, peakgames was selected by Endeavor, an international network organization that helps successful entrepreneurs growing their business. Endeavor Turkish board member Alp Sual explains how Endeavor can assist companies like peakgames.
Especially on the international expansion, I think Endeavor can help a lot. And Endeavor can help a lot in terms of meeting the complexities of a growing company. Because we do have from our advisor board all sorts of people with different level of experiences in different levels of corporations, companies. So a company at its growth age, an entrepreneur is not equipped 100% with dealing all the problems that will come up in their future, basically, or in their current environment. So having a network of advisors around you where you can pick the brains, and if you're able to learn from picking brains, then you can come to a solution much faster. Instead of doing 5 mistakes and coming to the right solution, you can end up doing 2 mistakes and coming to the same solution. So you get there faster, basically.
So where's your company in 5 years?
In 5 years, we want to be a company like Google, because I always say Google because it's a company I admire, where thousands of people work. Like every young graduate comes to the company. I think we already started to see that. Like in Turkey, we have really young, amazing talent. 2 years ago, and when I hear that, it really makes me proud. The company is not successful yet, but what I'm proud is not because of the products we done. When I hear from the young graduates, like the top of the schools, they say, 2 years ago I wanted to work for Procter & Gamble, like P&G or Unilever, etc. Right now, we want to work at Peak. So 5 years later, lots of people come, they start producing something in their first week, they learn, they become great leaders, and they become a part of this ecosystem. So through the things they build, they change the world. That is, where I want to see the company.